already know we about to get deep today. You already know I just had to get these stories in order, man, and do a little research. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break down a lot of this shit, man. That's been going on with the China Iran oil, man. A lot of these pictures they ain't showing on CNN, Mark. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna break it. The small hats, you already know, man. The small hats is running it. Man. They get toe up over there. If you look at the Al Jazeera and the Indian news, that foreign news put down on the mainstream CNN, Fox, man, it's been going to net and go to like Al Jazeera. You see the real. You know what I'm saying? So what's been going on, Mark?
Man, same old, man. All kind of news stories going on in the city, man. I just had what? I was supposed to have five news interviews yesterday. I only did end up doing two, and three more, two or three more. I'm supposed to do when I leave here, maybe
Okay.
tomorrow. But um, a situation on the west side off of Linwood in Davidson, where man is going through a situation with his neighbors where they are squatting. They have no electricity, no lights, no water. They have approximately 15 propane tanks in the house, and
That's
they are
dangerous.
running a generator. They are throwing bags of trash, feces, and urine out of the back window from the attic where they live into the backyard.
From the attic.
Okay, and they're attracting rodents and all kinds of problems to the neighborhood. And several neighbors have complained to them, and the city has done nothing because of the property management company that allegedly owns the house. And now, nobody can get in contact with them to do anything about it. So now, I was actually, updated. I haven't said anything about it on my page yet in regards to that. Is I was contacted by DPD Media Relations today because they seen my post that I made about the interview that I had with the guy, and they wanted to know where the house was, so they can go and investigate and see, what it is can be done about the situation. So I gave them the location, and they probably gonna, when they say they're gonna coordinate back with me, so I can actually, before they go in there, I would like to see who lives there and what kind of people they are, right? Not to like put them on blast, but just to follow up on the post and to continue on with the interview, just to close it out, to see some kind of add some kind of closure to the situation.
Right.
I was gonna go and go back with them, but they went over there to see what kind of resolve we could put together. But that was one of the many stories. You see the 17-year-old Jacobs recently after the system family in Luke Cable, maybe 3 or 4 days ago. She was missing for 2 days, 2 or 3 days. She was told that escaped from the house ran a cab. She ran off back to a car on Ear Street, and went off as her mother was calling. So, as we know, human trafficking is a real heavy thing in the city. So we
Yeah, it's
didn't know
heavy.
what kind of a situation that she may have been involved in, or gotten herself into without knowing. So, the call was put out. Everybody was notified. So, I met up with her mom, and we ended up finding her, fortunately, that day that I met with her. So I was going to interview her about the situation to see, for her to tell the details about what happened as far as the video that was put out.
Right.
And when I met with her, it ended up being goose chase. They ended up being located. So that was a good thing.
Yeah, that's
Two other stories, man, involving kids from school. One of them, a young girl, had her braids pulled out during a fight on the school bus. She's being bullied in school, and the principal knows about it. They're not doing anything about it. Another one where a young boy, I'm going to interview his mother when I leave here. He was assaulted by allegedly 3 students and a substitute teacher. Yep. So, all like I said, all kind of stuff going on in
and
the
that's the
city, man.
Detroit news. Welcome. It's cold in the D, but it's warming up, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's warming up, Mark. You already
Somebody
know
said
it.
no volume, like we not can't be heard or something. Mic check, mic check.
Check, check, check. Hold on, give us a minute.
Yeah, it should be on. It should be. Let me make sure something.
Yeah, I hear it.
But go ahead.
Check, check.
I'm checking the volume as we.
Yo, check, check.
It's on there.
Okay. All right, man. Let's break it down, man. So what's man, this has been there's been a lot of shit been going on with this Iran, Israel, Lebanon, Bahrain, Dubai get bombed. The hotels, people stuck over there, as you see over there in Dubai. Bahrain, they got bombed. Anybody that had anything that's to do with the U.S. Israel, they getting bombed. You know what I'm saying? But Dubai is the place you go over there get shitted on. I mean, hey, I guess they getting shitted on now. So
I asked one of my lady friends about that, right? Because she had recently visited Dubai and she stayed for I think like a week or two.
Right.
I asked her straight. I said, "You went over there and got shit on, didn't you? You went over there and found you one of them sheiks, right? You got that chic shit."
Did she come back with a Benz or anything?
No, she didn't come back with a Benz. So maybe she didn't get shit on.
Yeah, she might have got pissed on.
I mean, maybe she got a year worth of rent paid. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Spit on or something.
Shit. Yeah, maybe.
So we got these places right now that's over there that these people been running over there getting the money for the BBLs. Iran blowing them up. We got Israel right now. The small hats, they done started this shit and they done brought Trump into this. Now Tel Aviv getting bombed. But Tel Aviv is one of the spots that the pedophiles run to and don't get expedited. And so, it just seemed like all the places over there that's doing the devilish shit or rolling, they burnt up Baal, the devil statue in Iran a couple weeks ago. Next thing you know, they getting bombed. Yeah, they burned the statue of Baal a couple weeks, about 2-3 weeks ago. Then next thing you know, they get bombed. And then over there in Iran, a school got bombed with some girls and a play field where some girls was playing soccer. So the girls, the virgins got sacrificed. They trying to say it was Iran, but everybody's saying it's the U.S. and Israel. So we're going to break down before we get real deep. We're going to have to, let you know a little bit about the Netanyahu, man. Right now, ever since, man, for about 40 years, we've been in Israel wars. Every 5 years, somebody got a weapon of mass destruction. Somebody 3 days from a bomb, building a bomb. Then they get over there, ain't nothing. We knew this about Iraq. They said that Saddam had all these weapons. They said this about Gaddafi. Next thing you know, he drugged through the streets, killed. Hillary had something to do with that. Next thing you know, Egypt. All these countries got problems with Israel. The small hats seem to have problems. Next thing you know, they get bombed. And then you go over there, it's nothing. So let's break down the Netanyahu origins before we really get deep into this right now.
It's Netanyahu, but it's just a stolen name, a Hebrew mask plastered over a European exile's face. His real name was Milikowski, born of Ashkenazi lineage from Poland. Benjamin Netanyahu has neither the blood, nor the land, nor the language of those he claims to represent. His Judaism is not that of the shepherds of Hebron, nor the poets of Jaffa. It is the Judaism of a colonizer from elsewhere who put on the prophet's robe to hide the scent of ashes. Because what he represents today is not a people, it is a machine, a political, military, ideological machine, a machine of steel and contempt. Netanyahu didn't grow up on the banks of the Jordan. He grew up in the salons of New York's conservative elite and the ultra-nationalist sermons of his father, Ben-Zion, the hardline Zionist historian. He never spoke Arabic. He never shared bread with a Palestinian. He never had to bury a child beneath the rubble of an Israeli airstrike. He is not from this land. He took it. And yet he decides. He demolishes. He signs the orders. Today, under his rule, Gaza is a graveyard for children. Rafah, a field of ruin. What are we doing with Greenland? We gotta do something with Greenland. Where's my advance team? Go to Greenland. They must have some satellite beams or something we can do there. We are coloring the world globe. Hitler didn't want to exterminate the Jews at the time. He wanted to expel the Jews. Those Netanyahu.
Right. Check. Okay, so notice that these people hide their names, man. You think it's Netanyahu, but it's something else. Notice these people come with a whole different name. That's what they original names is, to hide what they really is or what they really origins is, man. A lot of these people, man, they were from Poland, they from Turkey, they from Russia, and they telling you that, you know, this is our land. But they done bombed Palestine, killed all them kids a few months ago. Y'all remember all last year they bombed Palestine, and they showed that all on the net, ran it down our throats, all on CNN, blew the whole Gaza Strip up. You know what I'm saying? So we got it going on. Like 2 leaders has been removed in 2 months. We got Maduro, which they got the pockets of the oil from Venezuela. They using the discombobulator to get rid of him, which all the weapons was disabled.
What is the discombobulator?
A discombobulator is supposedly, allegedly, a secret weapon to where they use airwaves. They come through with the airwaves, your nose get to bleeding, guns don't work, and they fly in and boom. People get killed. That's off of waves. This is real. We're showing a pic of that. It's called the discombobulator, which is the secret military weapon that the U.S. got. Trump touched on it. He said, yo, we got some weapons that, hey, I'm going to end up using them. You know? And so we got next, when Iran burns the statue of Baal, the leader get taken out. And I heard they use AI to take him out, which was Claude, and you got the Claude, which is part of the AI program that they got with the military, which is supposedly in control of our weapons. You know what I'm saying? So this is sounding like the Terminator, when they had the one weapon, when they had to come back to the past to sit there and stop this. So all this is AI tied in. They use an AI for our weapons. Supposedly they can't even stop it. The U.S. want to sit there and stop AI from controlling our weapons, but it's already tied in through the system, through our military. You know what I'm saying? So we got Uncle Yiddish right now going to break this down with the 2 world leaders removed in 2 months and what it's all about. So let's roll this Uncle Yiddish right quick.
States is not at war with Iran. The U.S. is at war with China. Only Jews know Iran is just a battlefield. Here's what the news isn't telling you. China and Iran signed a 25-year partnership. China buys 15% of its oil from Iran, invests billions in Iranian infrastructure. Iran is China's foothold in the Middle East. So when America attacked Iran, we're really attacking China's strategy. Why does this matter? The Strait of Hormuz, 20% of the world's oil flows through there. Iran controls it. China needs it. If America takes out Iran, we control China's energy supply. Jews understand proxy wars. We've been caught in them for 5,000 years. America doesn't want to fight China directly, so we fight their allies instead. Take out Iran, weaken China. But here's what China is doing: letting America get stuck in the Middle East, drain our military resources, exhaust our economy. While China focuses on Taiwan and the South China Sea, we're spending billions bombing Iran. China is spending billions building their military. This is exactly what happened to the Soviet Union. They got bogged down in Afghanistan for 10 years, bled them dry, bankrupted them, collapsed the empire. China studied that playbook, and now they're using it on us. Let America waste money in the Middle East while we build power in Asia. Jews see this pattern because we've lived through it. The war isn't in Tehran. The war is in Beijing. Iran is just where we're fighting it. If you want to learn how Jews make and invest money in 2026, comment Goldman. The States is not at war with Iran.
So Trump sit there and say, okay, China is a threat right now, so we're going to lock down Greenland. We're going to kidnap Venezuela president, lock down that oil over here. Then we're going to go over there and bomb Iran and lock down the Strait of Hormuz, which I think a third or 40% of the oil production flows through. It's that little strait between Africa and the Arabs right there. It's full of oil right now. And so Iran said ain't nothing flowing, so they done blocked it down right now. So gas prices going up, right? So Trump said, yo, I got a plan. We about to stop this. So we going over there to seize the Strait of Hormuz. We done already took over Venezuela with the oil, man, and kidnapped the president, man, and had him rolling down the tarmac in cuffs. We ain't seen him yet. They done disappeared him underground somewhere. He telling on everybody, supposedly, allegedly. And so they over there in Iran locking it down. They done killed the leader, which is the Islamic leader that's over there. I think he's like Shia or something, which he's equivalent to the Pope. So he didn't kill like the Muslim Pope. And the son stepping up. So they like, he gonna get taken out. They done took out all these leaders and they like, hey, they been sending drones, man, these little Shaheed drones, which cost $50,000, and it cost us $1 million to shoot them down. So we losing money. They got thousands of these drones. Just running them into hotels over there in Dubai, shutting down Bahrain. Anybody that had U.S. bases, they shutting it down. They not really showing you all that. They bombing Tel Aviv. They sending 500 missiles at a time. They system then broke down. They got the Jews hide in bunkers that's not even equipped for these bombs. They died. So it's going down, man, over there right now. So in order to stop China, we got to shut down the oil, because once you shut down the oil, China they import all their oil. Once you shut down the oil, they can't fly planes and bring out war jets and all that, and these ships that supply that need the oil. They shutting all this down. This is really what it's about.
Like, so just like one of the commenters said, just to reiterate somewhat on what they said, like, what can we do here in Detroit to prepare? But even more so than that, what can we do to prepare? I guess is the.
I mean, it's some shit that really hit. It's really nothing we can do if you're sitting in the main city. Now, if you out in the country, out there in the mountains, something, you might be safe. But we sitting right here. We sitting ducks in the main city, bro.
Is it, or another thing I'll say, is it anything we can do to prepare?
Main cities, you know what I'm saying? They got, supposedly, allegedly, they got a list of cities that they gonna hit this summer. We just had a terrorist attack with an African dude from Senegal. I think he was from Senegal.
Right.
In Texas. He shot 15 people at the nightclub wearing a Allah shirt, an Allah hoodie. Just came through with the superpower weapon and gunned down 15 people. So, I mean, what we can do is stay away from these crowded areas. Maybe you might have to rethink some of your trips to some of these big areas, some of these big cities like Chicago, Miami, Los Angeles, New York. Detroit too.
How does what's going on in Iraq affect us here at home?
We got sleeper cells around. That's why before he even popped this off, he had ICE collecting a lot of these people, right? Sending them out. We just had. We're gonna show a video. It was a bomb scare in Atlanta. Matter of fact, let's roll that right quick. I think it's only like 10 seconds. Let's show the bomb threat in the ATL 2-3 days ago. We might not have no worries right now among black people, but if you in the way, you in the way. If you go on some of these festivals, some of these hotels, and I mean, I'm not saying something can happen, but it's a chance.
Summer season is coming up, right? A lot of large gatherings in a lot of urban cities, a lot of big major cities.
Spring break coming up. Spring break is right now. So, if some of your kids or some of y'all planning on going on this spring break, you might have to rethink it. I mean, you might have to take a trip to somewhere different. I don't know. I mean, pretty much, we on the chopping block right now. We just killed the major Islamic leader that's equivalent to the Pope. Imagine if the Pope would have got smoked right now. What would be going on in the U.S.? They'd be dragging Muslims out of houses. arresting them, killing them. The Pope, the Catholic Pope was murdered. Can you imagine if that went on? And so the Iranian Islamic leader that they killed, and they killed all the rest of the leaders that was around him. So people just stepping up like, I'm the leader. Trump said we're going to have to kill them. I want to pick the leader. He want to pick the leader. And he want to put the Shah back in power, which the Shah was running it back in the 60s and the 70s, but they was a brutal regime, man. The people overthrew them because they was rolling with the U.S. They was taking the oil from the people. And the people elected for the Islamic leader to be put in power. They did. And Iran, to me...
And the U.S. just murdered him.
They really wasn't messing with us. They would say, just leave us alone, and we'll leave y'all alone. But we got the Israeli right now. They said, look, we got to eradicate all these countries that surround us. Notice that. Iraq then got eradicated. Egypt right now was bombed back in the 70s, man. So they said, forget it. We're going to side with Israel. You got Palestine. They done damn near blew up the whole Gaza Strip. We got Lebanon. They was bombing that. You know what I'm saying? So all these countries, either you get down or you side with us. You got Saudi Arabia that's siding with Israel. Look what's happening to them. Bahrain siding with them. The UAE. All of them, Iran targeted with these Shahed drones, which cost only like 30, 40 to 50,000 to make. They got thousands of these little drones and they can be undetected. They can just fly in with a little warhead on it and bomb a whole little base. They taking down hotels. They blowing up condos over there in Dubai. It's messing up tourism over there. That's what Dubai was known for.
That's all it is tourism.
So they said, hell with all this. Who gonna want to travel over there in the next 5-10 years? You got people stranded over there right now, Mark. They said, and the U.S. said they done blew up Iran blew up the whole airport. People stranded crying. I think one of the Detroit rappers was over there rolling through the city as they was bombing it.
No, that was Bandman Kevo or something.
Right.
Right.
He riding through that mug stranded over there. So you know how they saying you can get out of there, Mark? You got to take a loan out. We can't get you out. We got to hire mercenaries to get you to the next country, which is Jordan, to get you on a plane and get you out. That's like 5, 10, 15 bands. But you just seen they just bombed Iran and you still traveling over there to these countries? I would have said, you know what? I'm going to go to Phoenix. Go to Phoenix. They got sand, New Mexico or something. Look, Nevada. It's the same thing, ain't it? Get some camels. They got camels over there you can ride in Nevada. Parts of Utah that got desert. I would have just went to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I mean, make it look like we just set it up like it's Dubai. Stayed at the Intercontinental Hotel.
Take a picture of a camel.
Right. And so you got people over there stranded and they say we can't get up. We can't even get out. So they got jobs and everything. And you trying to tell me I got to take a loan out to get out? Yes. You stuck in between this war. Yeah. So that's what's been going on right now, man, Mark. So we're going to break down again. I got Uncle Yiddish again, man. We got Uncle Yiddish. He's going to break down the China and Iran war. And the Iran oil and what it's really about. And what Trump and Israel and what the Britain right now. The Britain money going down. Stocks is plummeting. Bitcoin and all that. They like, man, we blowing all that. They just had a fight over there in Saudi Arabia with the white dude. What's my man, the YouTuber? I forget his name. They just had a fight where he got his mouth blew out and his mouth broke. That was over in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these Saudis, man. They've been siding with the U.S., buying up some of these teams, buying up property over here. So I ran out, like, you know what? They number one thing in Dubai is tourism. It's supposed to be one of the safest places in the world. You can leave your cell phone in the car, walk away. I just went to Scottsdale, man. Take me to Scottsdale, Arizona, man. I know it's going down. Go to Scottsdale, people. It's the same thing. It's the Dubai of America. So let's roll this Uncle Yiddish, man, in the Chinese and Iran war. Let's see what he's talking about right now.
U.S. is at war with China. Leaders removed in 2 months. Trump is collecting world leaders like infinity stones. Jews know exactly who's next. Here's what's actually happening. January 3rd, Maduro captured in Venezuela. Special forces raided Caracas, seized their president, now sitting in Brooklyn jail. February 28th, Iran's supreme leader killed. Khamenei eliminated in joint strikes. Here's the pattern Jews see. Trump wrote The Art of the Deal. Negotiate first. Eliminate if they refuse. Maduro controlled Venezuela's oil, wouldn't make a deal. Trump captured him. Khamenei controlled Iran's oil, wouldn't surrender. Trump killed him. Notice what both have. Oil. So who's next? Cuba. Trump already mentioned taking over. Syria still has oil fields. Colombia, massive drug trade. Libya, unstable government, weak leadership. All have resources America wants. All just watch 2 leaders fall. Here's the message. Make a deal or get removed.
Launching 800 missiles at one time. They about to show y'all how to really clear an area the fuck out. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What you mean? 800 missiles at one time is crazy. And of all the most embarrassing things to be embarrassed about, y'all team just not looking good at all. How many times I gotta tell you, Reza, they was never putting your ass back in there. Embarrassing. You did all that. You did all that asshole licking, and look where it got you. You're so fucking mad. What? Embarrassing. This ain't hustle. This is Jerusalem. This is Johnny. Fuck your shit up, y'all. Don't worry, they gonna get the rest of that. Don't worry. They go their way. They trying to rebuild already. Don't worry, they gonna put the rest of that shit up. They gonna put the rest of it.
Leaders removed in 2 months.
So Hezbollah and Iran is hitting them from both sides. Hezbollah is hitting them from Lebanon, and Iran is hitting them from over there. So right now, the Israeli supposedly had this big, this golden dome. It didn't shut down. A dome can't protect you against 800 missiles coming from each end. That's like 1,600 missiles coming in. Tel Aviv right now, Jerusalem is suffering. Parts of Israel over there, they not showing you all on the news. They ain't not going to show you. And did you know, over in Israel, if you show some of this footage, 5 years in prison. Could this be the new C-19? Remember they were shutting us down with the C-19 when we showed it what was really going on? Video taken down. Line. Come on, y'all. Come on, see, I'm off this methylene blue, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just right here, man. Y'all need to try this out. This is equivalent to like a Red Bull. It's more healthy. Got your brain flowing. Open up your brain cells, man. Put Mark on it today, so I'm in this ultra methylene blue. Get up on this, man. Some of them got them on Amazon. Make sure it's USP grade. But anyway, they got these Shahed drones that's running into hotels, that's running into bases. They fly so low to where they can be undetected. We got the pic of the Shahed drones. Iran made these drones, and they cost efficient. They only cost $30,000, $40,000 to $50,000 to make. Guess how much it costs us to shoot them down? About $2-3 million. So how long can we keep this up, Mark? Shooting down $50,000 little drones with our $1 million missiles. We're gonna need some loans ourselves. Come Come on now, people. Even they so efficient with their targets, even Russia was using them in the Ukraine war. China said, let us buy some of these. Iran is not as dumb as y'all think. I think this is the one of the greatest armies we ever faced. Because out of most of the countries that's in the Middle East, Iran can sustain itself. They grow their own food. They got a mountain area where they can get water from. You can't do that in Saudi Arabia. Once you bomb the water, they thirsty. It's all desert. Bahrain, all desert. UAE, all desert.
What's the percentage that you think that there may be a attack on U.S. soil as a result of what's going on over there?
I'm not predicting it, man, but you already know. They already said we coming, bro. They got sleeper cells here. That's why before this popped off, they said, before we bomb Iran, we got to get a lot of these people out of here.
I mean, technically, we've had one because of the situation in Texas, right? If you want to count that.
That's light. That was light.
Yeah. I'm just...
That was light. We built
bombing. Hopefully, we don't.
We didn't build what
was Pearl Harbor too.
Well, no, we at the World Trade Center coming down. When they tried it the first time back when Biggie and them, when it was 93, 92. Right. You know what I'm saying? With the one guy, I forget his name. What was this guy's name? Where they couldn't even show him on TV. He do his lips a certain way. It meant something. It mean bomb. They had to put him in prison. They tried to bomb the U.S., the 9/11, the World Trade Center from the bottom first. Then they said, we're going to go from the top. And allegedly, they said the small hats was behind that.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen the documentaries like I've seen, you see how much of a production that was to bring those two buildings down, right? It was a lot of orchestrating that was involved, a lot of conspiring. Big ass insurance job. You know what I mean?
Right. So, listen, man, it's not over. We messing with some people right now. You done killed they Pope. They said they fighting to the death. Matter of fact, bombs was coming down and they was standing there bound down like, bring them down. This is what type of people we fighting against, y'all. They don't care about their life. They do everything for Allah. They don't care. So they got these drones. They tearing shit up. You just seen the soldiers in Israel crying over in Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is one of the hubs for pedophilia, people. It's in the Epstein files. When pedophiles catch a crime over here in some of these countries, they run to Israel and don't get expedited. Look it up. Israel is a huge hub for pedophiles. It's a known fact. You do pedophilia, just run to Israel. They not gonna release you. And allegedly, they said that's what Epstein is hiding.
That's on the tip of my head.
They said that's where he hiding. According to the files.
Already said that he possibly ain't dead.
Wasn't he over there playing video games? Going through the back door playing Roblox and Call of Duty as Little Jeff? Yeah. So, and it's going down, people. See, you got these evangelicals, man. You got the vice president right now is an evangelical. They want to rush this through. So the end time, they want to hurry up and bring the end times because they think that's going to bring about Jesus coming back. So they want to play out the Bible. So when they burn Baal, which is the devil statue, the Baphomet, immediately they killed the leader. 2 weeks later. Look that up. I wish I had the pic or the video. Iran burns Baal, Baal, which is the Baphomet statue. You know, see, we could burn stuff over here in the U.S., but when you burn stuff over there in a Muslim country, it means something. They like, oh no, you're not gonna burn our leader, because supposedly the U.S. is Babylon. We the evil ones, us in Israel. You know,
So let's explain these little drones called the Shaheed drones on how cost efficient they is and how precise they can hit their targets. Let's roll that video.
Shahed attack drones have been hitting targets across the Middle East since the start of the war, and they're a bigger problem than the U.S. was anticipating. That's what Trump administration officials told lawmakers during a closed-door meeting on Iran. Here are the facts about the drones. They're unmanned aircraft that can carry powerful explosives as far as 2,000 kilometers. They're programmed to hit specific targets, and they explode on impact. Iran was the first country to develop them, but they've also been used by Russia in its war against Ukraine. They're cheaper to make than the missiles that are often used to shoot them down. One Shahed drone costs between $20,000 and $50,000 US, depending on the model. The missiles used to intercept them can cost millions. The drones are roughly 3.5 meters long and have a wingspan of 2.5 meters. They're small enough to be mounted on the back of a truck. Shahed drones fly low and slow, up to 185 kilometers per hour, and they can have erratic flight paths. That makes it difficult to track them on radar and shoot them down. They make a loud buzzing noise that some compare to the sound of a moped or a lawnmower. This one hit a Bahrain high-rise building on the first day of the war. While most of the drones have been intercepted, some have reached their targets despite billion-dollar defense systems. Shahed.
So do you think some of these drones is over here? They probably pieced these mugs together and sent them through Temu. I don't know. They might got some of these Shaheed drones over here. You order shit through Temu. They probably said, act like you ordered this, man. We're gonna ship each part, man. You put it together at the crib. Unmanned.
You never know. You can have. They probably got a 3D blueprint, right, for them. Who knows?
Who knows, people? Look, a lot of them just walked across the border. They probably just walked across the border with a drone. On their backpack, 10 niggas got pieces on when they gonna piece it together. We don't know what's over here, people. We just sitting ducks in America, just waiting for something to happen. You think they gonna have their leader killed and they not gonna respond? Look what they just did to Dubai. Shut down their tourism. Shut it down. Israel thought they was gonna just bomb Iran and put up the shield and stop all these bombs. Hell, we're going to send 500 at a time with the drones. This is not going to be an easy war, people. This is not going to be an easy war. Matter of fact, our soldiers don't even want to fight this war. Because they know, like since the 70s, we've been fighting Israel wars. They said Saddam had a weapon of mass destruction, am I right? All he had was a whole house full of cash and some gold toilets. Look it up. And some Cuban cigars. And that's a weapon of mass destruction. Come on now. They said Lebanon was a problem. Hezbollah. Yeah, they was doing terrorism because they just want to live. We are tired of these wars, man, put into these wars, and we don't even got nothing to do with it. Our sons and daughters got to go over there and fight these wars for the small hats. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. Everybody now, the world is looking at Israel as like, look, you are the ones that's really the demons. Just going to call it out. They in control of our government. They in control of our media. They in control of our social media. They in control of everything. And we got to go over there and fight their wars. The Israeli army don't even want to fight. I think one of the top officials in Israel sent his son. The next day he came back, man, touched. In like 24 hours. They sent him out to the front lines. The fight with Hezbollah, man, they like, what? Tore his ass up. Now you want us to send our sons and daughters over there? Something we don't even got nothing to do with? Come on now, man. Come on, people.
I'm showing you the footage and breaking it down. This is all a money war. They showing off some of their weapons, and I think Trump just set up Israel.
Set him up for the okie doke, huh?
Say, hey, we couldn't really supply you with the gold dome and all that over your stuff, like we said, and to protect you, Dubai, because we just bombed Iran. Netanyahu always coming to the U.S. saying he need our help. And per capita, the Israelis is richer than us. But they always need a loan. They always need our help. So now they getting toe up. Because now you done started some shit. They always told us, man, Mark, Iran was going to be the one. That's why we never touched them. If I was Trump, I would have just started going through South America and start kidnapping it. It was easier doing that. Colombia, Cuba, Mexico, Greenland, fucking with Thailand or something. You fucking with a country that really don't give a fuck in the name of Allah, bro. Like I said, you killed a leader. That's equivalent to the Pope. So now, U.S. Marines arms getting broke. I'm quite sure y'all seen that. The Marine Army, the Marine soldiers stood up and said, look, we tired of fighting. A lot of these soldiers died and said, we don't want to fight this. They don't want to fight people. So do the Israeli soldiers. They don't want to fight. So we didn't put them into Netanyahu and Trump didn't put them into some shit that they don't even want to fight. All because of the Mossad, which is the Israeli intelligence that supposedly got all these people through the Epstein files compromised. Remember? That's what they was on the Epstein Islands for, right? They was all compromised, being taped. You got Bill Clinton and Hillary doing the depositions. Showing up to Congress, being asked questions. Pictures being shown with Clinton sitting in a tub, supposedly, allegedly, with little girls. The Epstein file just dropped on Trump, allegedly having encounters with his daughters. No, with his daughter, Ivanka. Allegedly.
Well, you know what he said about her, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's in the Epstein file. And you see why he didn't want these Epstein files released. He said it was going to hurt my boys. So you covering up for pedophiles? And the little guy that's in the wheelchair was over there in the islands? But they want to keep us blinded with Puff Daddy and R. Kelly peeing on people. These people was doing worse. Allegedly, they was turning kids into beef jerky in the Epstein files, allegedly. They keep talking about all this beef jerky and pizza. How 8 people gonna share one slice?
That was code word for boys or girls.
If you look up, Leonardo DiCaprio was allegedly in the files. He loved beef jerky. Cannibalism been going on in the Americas. Remember, if you get the book, Delectable Negro, they been eat niggas. Stewing you up. Hell, what's my man's name? Jeffrey Dahmer was putting them in the freezer. Rump roast. Leg of human. Instead of leg of lamb, I'm doing leg of human stew.
Leg of lady. Shit.
Right. I'm doing ribs. I really got the ribs smoking them. This been going on. Ed Gein, man, was making suits out of skin. Come on, people. This been going on. So, we got a video right now. The U.S. Marines arm get broke. Let's roll this right quick.
For this war. Israel is the reason for this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
You heard the bone pop. And that was a U.S. senator, if I think, from like Montana. And the people just stood there like robots. It's going down, man. Because right now, the U.S. soldiers don't even want to fight this. So you know what I think was going to happen? They're going to have to roll out AI and the robots. We got to roll out the robots. Starlink. We got to roll them out. The robot dogs. If you watch Trump military exercise, he brought out the army. The last army to come out was very few soldiers and mostly robots. Look at the military parade. Go on YouTube, type up the U.S. military parade last year, to where he went all the way, I think, from the Civil War and all that, all the way to the futuristic war, modern warfare, if y'all play the video games Call of Duty. Modern warfare. It's the robots. So if the people don't want to fight, I got to activate the robots. Right. What you think about that, man, Mark?
Man, I think that it's a whole lot going on in this world, man, that people realize. You know what I mean? That's why with all this going on, with the war and other things, I asked the question of, what it is that we can do to prepare. How does this all affect us, and what can we do to prepare to prevent it from
I think speak up.
deterring our lives, our normal, everyday.
Go to your U.S. senator and congressman and say, we don't want to be a part of this. I don't hate nobody. Whatever you want to do is you. I think we shouldn't be in this war. And most Israelis think we shouldn't be in this war. But you got the people at the top. It's all about the dollars, or it's all about the gold, silver, the oil, the minerals, the resources. And over there, supposedly in Iran, they said they got a Stargate. Allegedly. Don't get me to talking like that, allegedly. Also, they got these artifacts over there. Notice we raid these countries, we taking artifacts. We taking old stuff that they got hidden in these museums and stuff. Don't think it's just about the oil. Because Iran is sitting on resources. They sitting on some old artifacts. Over there, that's the original Babylon. Was over there in that area. Persia. So they got some old shit going on that the U.S. need. The U.S. raiding the South Americas because the Amazon is untapped. It's its own country that people scared to go in. You got some of these tribes that they ain't been out into the realness with us. Never. They never touched human civilization here, man. They stayed in the Amazon. The Amazon is the real avatar. The Amazon stretched for countries, I think, all the way up from Venezuela, all the way past Brazil. Untapped. So they need to go up in there because we got some plants in there that's kill cancer like that. Get rid of some of these diseases like that. You got these shamans, man, was coming up dead in the Amazon that knew how to cure shit. So while we all worried about the war, we got the meta glasses, man. I got some on right now.
So
The Oakleys. But allegedly, the meta glass, well, I ain't gonna say allegedly, this is facts. The meta glass is showing people having sex, undressing, and using the bathroom. And you ain't even gotta have them on. Why? This is a DARPA program. They just told you that my man from Facebook was running it. That's just the cover up for the government. And now I heard they got facial recognitions in these glasses now. So how you thought they was finding these illegals right now? You think they was using these glasses, Mark? Come on now. So we got a picture right now of the meta glasses showing people having sex, undressing, and using the bathroom and doing whatever.
that's my bad as the man and the chick that was on Zoom court banging it out. You see that video?
Yeah, banging it out. And my man showing up with no pants on, man, to the Zoom court.
Jeez.
Look that up. You know, Detroit, wild. It's wild. But yeah, the Meta glasses, man. We sure to pick of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's get up into the supposedly, allegedly, that the jab got traces of Epstein DNA in it. According to the Epstein file, let's roll this footage.
The jab, they got a little bit of Epstein in them. No way. Epstein is main funder of the mRNA, and Bill Gates, Fauci, and what he did was he put a little bit of his own genetic code in each one of the jabs. What? Yeah. How did he pull that off? It's all in the files, man. He was doing experiments and funding that CRISPR and that mRNA technology back in the day. And he said in the same document that he wanted to have his code in all of it. So anytime anybody injects, they got a piece of him inside of them. Is that his consciousness being transferred, or what exactly? Just a little code. It's a little ego thing, you know? How much of an effect is it going to have on a person? Who knows? But for him, consciously, it's like, I'm in everybody. Like every single person is out here, I'm inside of it. You know, half the population. Right. So whoever's...
Yeah, that's Billy Carson. Breaking it down, allegedly to the files, y'all. I've been studying some of these files, man, looking at these files, man. It's every day, every week, something new that we learning. You know. So we got to pick the ball on fire, right? The Baphomet. We got the picture of that. So let's show you this picture of the Baphomet on fire. Yeah, it's going down. So, man, I can't run through this shit quick enough, man, Mark.
Man, I'm just looking at some of this shit like it's a lot of stuff going on in the world, man. I'm scrolling up my timeline as well, and it's just, you know, a lot of news stories going on, man, in the city specifically. But,
Right.
yeah, man.
So, now, anybody seen Oprah lately? You know, Oprah on that Ozempic, man.
Yeah, I saw
Oprah, Serena Williams, man, looking like a bag of bones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She went around, you know what I'm saying, looking like a bag of bones. That Ozempic, man, taking people out. Cat Williams told us it was going to do that. So let's show, did we show Ball on Fire?
No, I didn't show that yet.
Yeah, show that right quick, and then let's do to this Oprah.
So what is this that we looking at just for the people?
That's the Baphomet being burned in Iran. We had to find this
They
picture.
have an actual devil statue.
They took it out and said, look, America, Israel, y'all the devil. We're gonna burn y'all statue, because allegedly we the Babylon. So once they set it on fire a few weeks ago, next thing you know, their leader get taken out. With Anthropic, Palantir. The AI they using, Claude. You know, I think I'm using Claude right now, man. I'm working with the AI, man. I'm working with AI, building presentations, cartoons, man. I'm making little cartoons go break down some
You
of
guys
these
learn
episodes.
how to use the AI now, huh?
AI, man, it's popping.
Yeah.
So
Supposedly we're poisoning the earth when we use it. Did you hear about that? Like we're dirtying up the water supply because of the machines.
these data centers right now
Yeah,
using so much water. And they all over, man. They all over. They using our water up. So how are we gonna sustain, man, these data centers? Man, Mark? So let's look at this video right quick before we get into this last video with Oprah. I want y'all to see Oprah right quick on Ozempic. That Ozempic, man, I don't trust it. I guess they said we couldn't take these people out with the jab and hit them with weight loss. You can lose 10 pounds in a week. 5 days. Matter of fact, 3 days you can lose 10 pounds. That's too quick, Mark. That quick? You should see some of these celebrities that's on Ozempic. People, I know y'all seen them. And allegedly, man, you seen Jim Carrey, man? What's up with Jim Carrey? They said he a clone.
No, that wasn't. That was an actor that was made up as Jim Carrey with a mask on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Kind of pulled the wool over everybody's eyes, no pun intended.
That's what they said, huh?
Well, I mean, this is an actor that's done this before.
Right.
Or I forget what they called him. I don't know if he's an actor, but, he's a
I can accept
makeup
it.
artist or whatnot. He's done that before.
But that's Oprah walking around looking like a bag of
That's
bones.
definitely Oprah. That's Jim Carrey. Not the same thing there.
She looking like she gobbling up Ozempic all day. Oh, Ozempic. Whoa. Yeah. That's how we're going to see you when you a bag of bones. Whoa. Yeah. Every time I'm on YouTube, man, or watching TV, the Ozempic commercial come on. Oh, they got another one. They said, it's another one, man, that's even stronger than Ozempic. I said, damn, that's the crack of Ozempic. The fentanyl. You can lose 20 pounds in a week.
But we ain't endorsing that over here on 7 Mile Radio. You have to go get the damn...
Hey, you can go get it you can go get a Ozempic at urgent care now. Shit. You don't even gotta go to the hospital no more, man. In fact, in a minute, they're gonna start shipping it through Amazon, allegedly, man. This is just me talking. I'm off the methylene blue. Yeah. So, man, what
else? This KKK video, man, that I'm looking at here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fresh out of the history month, we had the Black History Month in February, man. And, a lot of people right now, you hearing the stories right now, Kanye West, a lot of this shit he was talking about, the small hats, man, is coming true. He was crazy. He said they running everything. Who knows that some of this stuff, man, some of these rappers, man, these drill rappers was getting murdered, was behind the CIA and the small hats, man. A lot of these rappers, man, was insured. So, hey, I give you $1 million, I collect 10. King Von and all them was insured. Look at all the drill rappers, man. Type up in the last 5 years all the drill rappers and the rappers that done got murdered. They said, hey, we can't do the Pac and Biggie and just murder every few so many years. We gotta murder like 5, 6 a year. So before we get up out of here, man, Mark, let's break down the KK origins and what it really is, man. Did they steal the KK origin from the Moors? Let's break this down, man, Mark, with the KKK video. Did they steal it from the Moors?
Nothing but a bastardized extension of Moorish masonry stolen directly from your ancestral archetype. They didn't even invent the name Ku Klux Klan. It's a stolen acronym for Kukulkan, the feathered serpent deity worshipped by the Moorish people of the Yucatan long before Jesuit assassins co-opted that draconian magic. Those white robes and conical hoods came straight from the Negro order of the Knights of Seville in Spain, as documented in J.A. Rogers' 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro. You see those Holy Week processions in Spain today? That is Caucasians dressing as Moorish penitents because they inherited all of that from the Moors who ruled them for 700 years. Even the chasing of the bulls in Spain is a ritual mockery. The Moor represents the bull being chased out of Spain, a celebration of your deposition disguised as sport. It's the same with the Swarthy Pete, Zwarte Pete ritual, which is a reminiscent memory of the Moors bringing the gift of life to Europeans dying in the dark caves. They dress in blackface to celebrate you not existing while they parade in your ancestral habits. The white man is just an imitator who inherited those priestly habits to terrorize dead Moors. Kanye West wearing those black KKK hoods isn't an accident. He is a Gemini wild card acting out a Masonic ritual in the same bed as Donald Trump, signaling the total collapse of the corporate United States and disclosing that the original order was melanated. Even Tupac knew the truth. He called himself Machiavelli because he knew about the Venetian oligarchy and the demonic sigils like the Tupac EP or EpiPen used to trap your soul force in an ethereal bloodchain net of adrenochrome-backed cryptocurrency that is currently being exposed to masses through the Epstein files. So let's cut the nonsense. The movie Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire shows Death Eaters wearing these conical hoods to represent occult Moorish magic. But Hollywood turns it evil once again to make you run from your own power. The system turned the priestly garments of our ancestors into the witch's hat and the dunce cap to turn us away from our own science and make the ignorant view our power as evil and demonic. The massive witch hunts in history, just like the events documented in Salem, were actually a targeted purge of the Moorish priesthood in America. These witches were actually members of specific melanated bloodlines who held the ancestral connection to ancient magic that the invaders were trying to steal and shift back to Europe. They burned our priests at the stake to destroy the Moorish systems of science and the Grail bloodline that goes back to the original. The conical caps was originally designed to increase blood flow to the brain, acting as a spiritual tuning fork. You must realize that the KKK was created by stealing the Moorish science and culture of the Moors through suckers like Albert Pike, stealing straight from the Negro Order of the Knights of Seville, because these decoys never created anything of their own. The KKK was not just a ragtag group of racists. It was a quasi-political organization legally sanctioned by the pseudo-United States government. Its true purpose was to function as a militia for land theft, specifically targeting the original Moorish landowners, so-called black people who held the Allo Deal titles to this continent. They created the U.S. citizen as a fictitious status to place you under their trust as a mentally dead person, while the Klan was used to enforce this transition through a black sun ritual of terror, which is all our stolen sciences. Don't ever forget that they didn't create anything. Nothing new under the sun. A is nothing but a
So
bastard.
you just reported the news. All this you can look up yourself. I mean, I'm not digging in the archives, digging somewhere, pulling this out my ass, man. This is all you can look up yourself, man. We in 2026, man. The news is so fast, man. I might have to start coming over here every twice a week. That's how fast it's going through. That's how fast the news is dropping, people. But man, you know, I think that's about it, man. Mark, anything, man? You know.
Anybody want to come to the business networking party on the 28th of this